chapter we are going to read from. Proper prayers before itself. Om Agdhanat Grandasya Gnananjana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah. Mukam Karoti Vacharam Pangam Vangaite Girim Yat Krupatamaham Vande Sri Gurum Denatarim Paramananda Madhavam Sri Chaitanya Iswaram Vancha Kalpatarubhyasya Krupa Sindhupayevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे श्री चैतन्य मनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदामि ददाति स्वापदान्तिकम् श्री रूप गोस्वामी प्रभुपाद की जय गौर भक्त की जय. So as Narsingha Chaturdasi is coming up, we'll be discussing next few weeks of Lord Narsingha's glories. So we'll begin with the important verse of Lord Narsingha's appearance days. For that we'll also chant from Canto 5, chapter 18, verse number 8, I think. Om Namo Bhagavate Narsimhaya Namaste Tejase Ayur Bhava Vajana Vajadamstra Karma Sen Rande Tamo Grasa Om Swaha Vayam Avayam Atmani Bhushta Om Sham Vignas Narsimha Bhagavan Ki Jai Bhakta Saram Prahlad Maharaj Ki Jai. Satyam Vidatum Nijavritya Bhasitam Vyaptin Cha Bhuteshu Akileshu Cha Atmana Adrusyati Adbhuta Rupam Udbham Stambhe Sabhaya Namrugam Namanusham. Lord Narsingha's appearance has been described in the 7th canto, in chapter 8. And this begins with Yudhishthira Maharaj asking Narada Muni in the assembly in the Rajasuya sacrifice where Lord Krishna is personally present. How is it that Hiranyakasipu, his own father, how is it that he is chastising? How is it that he is giving so much trouble? Such a saintly person, saintly devotee, such an affectionate child. Father generally, one who is obedient, one who is affectionate, one who is nice. Why will he chastise? Why will he give trouble? Why will he punish? These are the three questions in the 7th canto, chapter 4. These are the 15 chapters. Canto 7 has 15 chapters. First chapter is talking about Parikshit Maharaj asking Shukadeva Goswami about why, that's how it begins, why the Lord is inimical, why Lord is partial here. So I thought he's impartial. But in this case, he became impartial. Why is he supporting demigods? So he's fighting against the demons and he seems to be supporting the demigods here. So I want to know. So that was the question, the first chapter. In the next 3 chapters, Hiranyakashipu's behavior, his appearance, his characteristics, terrorizing the universe, and his brother being killed by Varahadev and became angry because of that. So that whole 3 chapters are described. In the next almost 5, chapter 5 today we are discussing. Chapter 5 to all the way till 10 is describing about Prahlad Maharaj, many chapters, and then Lord Narsingha's appearance and prayers in 8 and 9. So, and 10 continues exalted son of Hiranyakasipu, Prahlad Maharaj. And those are the 5 to 10. And then from 11 onwards, again, Narada Muni continues his instruction to Vasudev's how the perfected society, how one should behave, civilized, instruction to civilized person, instruction to grahasthas, instruction to brahmana, grahastha, vanapras, sannyas, all those categories. And those 5 chapters are describing the characteristics, how one should conduct, how one can perfect their life in any of these categories. In this way, this Canto 7 is described. And later, because in Canto 2, chapter 10, verse number 1, Sukadeva, Sri Sukho Vacha, Atra Sargo Visargascha Sthanam Poshanam Bodhaya Nirodha Muktir Ashtraya. So these are the 10 subject matter Srimad Bhagavatam is speaking. Canto 7 is discussing about Utaya. It is coming after Poshanas. Canto 6. Sarga and Visarga, creation, secondary creation, which are creation from all the way from Canto 1 till Canto 3. Canto 1, Canto 2, you can say creation. So, and then Canto 3. Second also, you can, as per Canto 1 is creation, more or less. Second, third is more towards secondary creation, Lord Brahma, meditation, appearing, the whole 9 yards of creating 14 planetary systems, the whole process, secondary creation. So, Sarga, Visarga, and then Sthanam means planetary systems. So, planetary systems that is in the, so, Sthanam, Poshanam. Atta Sarga, Visargascha, Sthanam, Poshanam. So, Poshanam is Canto 6, protection, like Ajamil and Vrutrasura was protected in Canto 6. Canto 5 is the structure of the universe, planetary systems. That is Canto 5. So 2, 3, 4 talking about secondary creation. So Sarga, Visarga, Sthanam, Poshanam, then Otaya. Otaya means the Canto 7 is talking about Otaya means fruitive proclivity, the fruitive desire, unwanted thoughts, bad impressions from the past life, this life. So that is what this Canto 7 is describing, Utaya. So then the Canto 8 describes Manvantara. Atta Sarga, Visarga, Sthanam, Poshanam, Udaya, Manvantara Katha. That's why we have some different Manus, Manvantaras and Manus pastimes are described in Canto 8. Bali Maharaj and Gajendras, and those are significant pastimes. And then Canto 9, Ishanukatha, Lord Ramachandras and other pastimes, Ishanukatha. Then you have 10th canto, which is the last one, comes into the first. It's not in exact sequence. Ashraya is the 10th canto. The whole process of the whole Srimad Bhagavatam is to come to this taking shelter of Supreme Lord Sri Krishna, Sammam Bonam, Ashraya, 10th subject matter. Then the 11th and 12th is Muktir and Nirodha. Nirodha is the 12th canto because it describes the annihilation. 4 types of annihilation is described in 12th canto. And the 11th canto is the Mukti, liberation. So beautiful description, 11th canto. Uddhava Gita is prominent, and Maharaj Nimi and Navayogendra's description in the 11th canto. So those are the most prominent in the 11th. And those are the 2 prominent ones in 11th. So now coming back to 7th canto. So it begins with Yudhishthira Maharaj asking these 3 questions. So canto begins with, of course, with Parikshit Maharaj asking questions. Sukadeva Goswami, and then in parallel with that, this particular chapter before begins with Yudhishthira Maharaj asking these 3 questions, and the last few verses before chapter 4. In the assembly, he is asking Narada Muni, and then there it is describing that Suvrata. So we have taken good vow, is surrendering to a spiritual master who knows the past, present, future. Narada Muni knows everything, so that's why he's submitting. He's asking when the Lord is there. Is always you submit to the Acharya, representative of the Lord. You don't directly jump to the Lord. You go through a bona fide representative. So same thing now here. Yudhishthira Maharaj is doing that. Is offered obeisance, respected obeisances, and then is asking this question. Then Narada Muni started describing so this particular pastime, why is that is so. So then their first instruction we are getting in the second, third, fourth verses, or so 7, 5, what is the verse? Let me open up. Where Yudhishthira Maharaj, Narada Muni is describing that this Sukracharya, Sandan Amarka, has taken shelter of irreligious person Hiranyakasipu. He is a Brahmana, but he doesn't know what he's supposed to do. He has taken a wrong shelter. Very important instruction. Proposing a Brahmana should become the priest of the person interested in the advancement of spiritual culture. So that's what was not supposed to be done. But Sukracharya and Sandan Amarka, his disciple, his sons, is sitting in Hiranyakasipu's palace nearby, then maintained by him, even though he's atheistic. So that has caused us, that's why Sukracharya is in seminal line. He's not a bona fide Acharya. So that's why Bali Maharaj rejected his instructions and the canto 8 as well. So Brahmana always, we should be always be careful. Whenever we get money, we should not be too much attached, especially unless we are sense control. We should be very careful to deal with those too much engrossed in the materialistic activities. Then, if you're not strong enough, we'll also become uh, lack in our Krishna consciousness. We may give up Krishna consciousness and go back because we're not strong enough. So that's why we should be careful, limit our intimate association with these kind of personalities. Now, then, is described further. Prahlad Maharaj was already educated in the womb. That goes back to Narsimha Puran explains in there that Hiranyakashipu was performing severe austerities. Then I think some Parvat, I forget, Mahendra Parvat or somewhere. And then, so he's been already demigods getting already seeing what's going to happen, is already struggling. So they pray to the Lord, then Lord Brahma. So has been told what's happening. Then Lord Brahma, thinking about what should be done. Then Narada Muni and Parvata Muni says, "Don't worry, we have planned. Lord Vishnu has given me some tricks, so don't worry, I'll take care of it." So then they both of them become birds, and then they go and keep chanting, Om Namo Narayanaya as two words. Then Hiranyakashipu becomes so much agitated because he's so envious of Lord Vishnu because his brother has been killed by Lord Varahadev. So then he keep hearing this. Then he couldn't concentrate. He couldn't perform austerity. Then he gave up that austerity business. Then he went back. Then his wife Kayadu asked him, how, I thought you are not going to come for next 1,000 celestial years. You will perform austerity. How did you come back? Then he repeats that this is what happened. They were chanting on. I was completely agitated, frustrated with their chanting. I couldn't take it. So that's why I left. Then because of that, that is their impression is there. That is another reason. Of course, previous life is their history of Prahlad Maharaj. This is one of the reasons because he impregnated his wife Kayadu. Prahlad Maharaj born because with that Om Namo Narayana is there. He has impression, the consciousness has went injected by Narada and Parvata. And the previous life, Narsingh Puran explains that Prahlad Maharaj has done unknowingly. He fasted on that day of Narsingh Chaturdasi, so he did some cleanup and some service that day. So because of that reason also, of course, Narada also gave blessing when Kayadu was pregnant. This personality is going to be great devotee. When Indra was catching hold of, captured Kayadu and taking to kill this boy in the womb. So Narada Muni told that. Then they left. Then Narada Muni personally took the mother Kayadu to the ashram, even though he was a spiritual master. So he was concerned. And, generally, they are distant from the female bodies, but he is very concerned. So there's a Prabhupada also. You can see that he's very much concerned about every living, not only male but also female bodies. He has arranged marriages for so many disciples. So Guru is always concerned about everyone, not just one category of people. So that's the same culture in this particular chapter. Prabhupada is instructing that we should take the message of Prahlad Maharaj and we should become so compassionate because 99% of the people are not Krishna conscious. They don't want to do Krishna conscious activities. So this 1%, we have to make sure that we become compassionate and distribute this Krishna conscious message to anyone and everyone. Then how will you give? That also, Mr. Prabhupada says in Madhya Leela, chapter 8, verse number 5, very important instructions for preachers, for a general, he gives the message of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given specific instructions how we should preach. How first step is in general, you increase your chanting. Your preaching should be engaged in chanting. You yourself, you do Sankirtan, you engage others in chanting the holy name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. The first few verses of this chapter, this has been stressed how to become compassionate, how to distribute the mercy, even despite all the odds. Prahlad Maharaj has been put on all the odds. He is determined. Even though Sanda and Amarka, the teaching, he was not interested in politics, sociology. He was nice, gentle with them, but he was not interested. He rejected that. He is simply absorbed in thoughts of Lord Vishnu. The same way, we also have to be same way. We might be in the office, we might be in the business, we might be in the community, wherever in this world. We might be traveling. All these places surrounded by 99% non-Krishna conscious people. And what do we do? So we should be absorbed in our original business of Krishna consciousness. And at the same time, become compassionate distribute. So Prabhupada explains in the eighth chapter, fifth verse, Madhya Lila, that follow Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he did Sankirtan for the mass of the people. For general public, he has inaugurated Sankirtan movement, Param Vijayate, Sri Krishna Sankirtan. That's what. That is why in Brahma Samhita also, what is the last verse? When we chant Brahma begins with Chintamani Prakara Sadma Kalparuksha Laksha Bhuteshwar Bhir Avipala Nitam Lakshmi Sahasra Sasam Brahma Sevi Maham Govinda Madhu. What is the last verse? Sriya Kanta Kanta Kalpatarvo Dhruma Bhumi Chintamani Ganamayam Tvayam Amrutam Katha Ganam Natyam Gamanam Api. Beautiful verse 58, 59, I think. There also this Katha Ganam Natyam. Chant, dance. This is the best, and everybody likes to chant. Everybody likes to dance. Maybe music material, songs. Now you have to transform them, give them the holy names, and give them. This is the best dancing you can do here. But learn how to dance, as Prabhupada taught how to dance, so that gradually they can become attracted also in that way. Everything, same material aspects, can be drawn to the Krishna conscious aspects. You just need to change the mold, the thought process around it by gradual training. So, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu instructed Sankirtan, first thing, that is general instruction, we should try to emphasize, give prasadam and the holy name or a book. This is what we should emphasize for majority of the people. The rest of the things won't work so easily. Then the next level are those who are little bit intelligent, those who are scholars, those who are scientists, those who are little bit educated. You see favorability in them, accepting, open-minded with them, then follow Sri Mahaprabhu's instructions, like he has done to Sarvam Bhattacharya and Prakashanand Saraswati. He talked about his instruction in great length. Same way we should talk about Bhagavat Gita. That's a proper on Sunday feast. It's not something else. Most of the time it is Bhagavad Gita, because that is a foundational, and that gives a systematic way of presentation and a foundation and basic things. If they don't know basic things, then they can't understand. So they can't get anything right. That is the second instruction. And then third is, then when you see association of devotees, those who are learned already basics, then we discuss, like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu instructed Gopa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami on the principles of bhakti. 2 months and 10 days. Dasaswami of God, Gopa Goswami has been instructed, nectar devotion instruction has resulted from that. Then 2 months in Varanasi, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu instructed to Sanatana Goswami, that resulted in Brahad Bhagavatamrita and other books, Haribhakti Vilas. So there it mentions, and there in this was there are few verses. Fifth verse, 23, 24. These are the very important verses in this particular chapter. Tat sadhu manye asurvara dehina, and then Sravanam Ketram. These two are important verses. So in this particular chapter, there also Prabhupada mentioned the same points. Forgetting what point I started before. What I was discussing earlier. Forgot my connection. Anybody can remind me what I was talking about before this? I missed the flow. So Prahlad Maharaj discussing, so Kirtan, sorry. Sarvam Bhattacharya and Prakashanand Saraswati, that was there. Then we discussed Rupa and Sanatana, yes. Rupa Goswami Sanatana was instructed of the nectar of devotion, all this bhakti, about bhakti. The third level. First level Sankirtan, next level is about Bhagavad Gita, general, a little more, So next level, third level, who comes to temple, we speak Bhagavad Gita, or those who we meet, they are a little bit favorable, then we talk Bhagavad Gita. Then third level, little more mature. They want to know more about devotion. Then you talk about like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu talked to Rupa Goswami Sanatana. Then the next level, which is we are not there yet though. So that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu strictly confidentially discussed only with Ramananda Rai, Swarup Damodar Goswami. Lalita and Vishakha, confident, deep subject matter of the Raganoga Bhakti and Krishna Prema, the highest stage of devotion. Confidential pastimes, uh, Bhakti Rahaha, there, that taking that Rahaha word confidential, Prabhupada is elaborating in the purport and Madhya chapter 8, verse number 5, these points. These 5 different ways how one should preach, depending on the time, place, circumstances, seeing the audience, what kind of audience is there, accordingly, you go in this systematic way of spreading this mission. So this is, of course, pure devotee, he can speak the, he knows exactly, and then he can present Krishna consciousness, he can even a deep subject, even bhakti also. He can present, like Sri Prabhupada did that. Otherwise, have you found any spiritual master, anybody coming to the Western world talking about Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami? They don't have no idea about Lord Krishna, Lord Chaitanya, and he's directly talking about Vande Rupa Sanatana, Raghu, Sri Jiva Gopal, chanting the Sadgosai Astaka in the Western world. Can you imagine? That means his confidence, his pure devotion, Lord is aligned with previous acharyas. He could present that. If you present that, then we won't be successful. So, unless we have empowered power of attorney has been received from the spiritual master to present in that way. But in general, this is the general way of presentation. But for pure devotees, they can present the way they know. They are fully aligned. We are not there. So that is the first and foremost instruction. It is coming up in this first few verses. Then that Nardamuni described, that the Sandana Marka teaching in this way. Then so one day, Hiranyakasipu said, okay, you learned. What did you learn? He put his child on his lap. He was caressing him and then smelling his head and everything. And saying, what did you learn? Tell me what you learned. Very affectionately. He was hugging him also. And Prahlad Maharaj was very respectful. All the way from beginning, his whole canto, you'll never see Prahlad Maharaj acting any impudently or proud or anything. Very saintly. Exceptional quality. In the 4th chapter, 2 verses are there. Prahlad Maharaj's characteristics. 2 verses describing great devotees' qualities there. Brahmanyo Sila Sampanna. The further it goes. So that's how he's very affectionate. He's obedient also. He offered respect to full, flat obedient danda to his father, Hiranyakasipu. Even though he's a demoniac, he knows. Still he was respectful. He was respectful even to Sandana Mark also. He was hearing, but he was rejecting that idea. His attention absorption is there. So that also we have to learn this culture, this training, this characteristic behavior from Prahlad Maharaj, from through Srila Prabhupada and spiritual master. Then, of course, this is the first famous verse we see, 755. So, Prahlada Vacha, Tatsadu Manne Asuravarya Deha Hitvatma Patam Brahmanda Kopam Manam Gatova Hari Mastrayet. Oh, my Asuravarya, oh, my dear father, demoniac father, because you are too much absorbed in this materialistic thoughts. Your friend is a friend, is enemy, and you are on the bodily conception. You are making distinctions on the bodily conception. You are so much angry and envious. Because of this, you yourself creating a havoc in your life, and also you are creating a havoc in others' life. For that reason, you should not stay here. You should go to forest. For that reason. If you are peaceful, you are behaving naturally, you are not creating havoc for you and for others, then you can stay here and practice. But since you are doing that, it's better for you go to forest. Tatsadu manne asuravaryaden. Very politely is asked asuravaryaden. Hitvatma patam grahamanda kupam. You are blind well. So of the snakes, so where there is no water in that blind well, so full of snakes also there. So that is how material nature is. Material world is very dangerous. suffering and everything, threefold miseries. So that's why the instruction is there. Then Prabhupada explains, always quotes references from Bhagavad Gita. Prahlad, how did he get the idea to speak this? Because he is in fully alignment with Narada Muni has given his blessings. So that's why he is chanting in the later on chapters. Evam janam nipatitam prabhavahi pupe kama kamam manuja. Then yatvatma vaksura rushina sangha yatvat. What is it? Katham visruje tamavritya sevam. Oh my Lord, Supreme Lord Narsimhadev, I'm concerned about the evam janam nipatitam prabhavai bhupe. All these living entities are in the blind well suffering. I cannot see this condition. Prabhaval kama kamam, desires unending. Desires after desires is not ending at all. See, increasing desires. It's not satisfying what is going on. Kama kamam manuja. Then Sura Rishi was on a bit, but your devotee, great devotee, pure devotee, he is a spiritual master. So he has given me very mercifully, he brought me and he enlightened me, he has given everything. So now how can I give up to that person who has given me so much? You now appeared. Before that, so because of my spiritual master, I am able to see you. This arrangement has happened because of him. So I cannot give up. Katham no visruje tamavritya sevam. How can I give up his service? So this is a very important instruction for us. That's why I got the intelligence. Because Narada Muni has given the blessings, and Prabhupada is quoting that verse, Tesham evan kampatam aham agnajam tama nasayam atma bhavasto gnana deepena bhasvata. Even though one who has not gone through any studies, but he will be given the intelligence if he is absorbed in the Lord Krishna and his representatives, is obedient, is submissive, then he will be given the right intelligence so at right time. That's why he is able to speak this very intellectually, very deeply. It's a very important instruction. Tat sadhamanye asuravarade hitvatma vatam gruhamanda kopam vanam gatova. You should go to Bharat. What you are supposed to do? Harimasvaye. You should take shelter of Lord Hari. Vrindavan Prabhupada is referring to. Vana means forest, means Vrindavan. Called forest. So this is the very important instruction. So then immediately Mr. Hiranyakasipu, who is representing these six anarthas, each of these that also why Lord Narsingadev appeared, many reasons are there. Narsingadev appeared because of course four Kumaras, that curse is there, Jay Vijay, but Jay Vijay themselves were discussing together. Hey, how does the Lord fight? So if he wants to fight, if at all that desire, then what he will do? Who will he fight with? Here he can't fight. How will he fight? That somehow or the other this discussion was started. So that is one case. And then Mother Lakshmi also, you want to, I'm massaging, Lord is making sounds, and how does when he fights, then how does he fight? Even small things he is not able to adjust, then how he will fight? I want to see. Then that is the second instance. So of course the fourth Kumaras, like that, many instances, many reasons why Lord Nursing is appearing. Of course, so that's why they became Jaya Vijaya, the eternal associates of the Lord. There are 7 gates in Vaikuntha, where Lord Vishnu, Matsya, Kurma, Varaha, all these are 400 form of Lord Vishnu, where there is a master servant relationship is there. In that particular planet, there are 7 gates. Each gate has 2 assistants, Nanda, Sunanda, like that. Each gate, Jaya Vijaya is the first gate. So he's been checked. 4 Kumara, they didn't allow them. Even they're small child, they don't have dress. So 5 years or less. So that's what happened. Then they cursed, and then Lord Vishnu came. I will take the responsibility. Actually, it is not your own. So yes, what you cursed is good. So they will take verse. 4 verse you want, or more verse? They don't want that much long duration separation from the Lord. So they took the 4 verse as demons. So then they become Hiranyaksha, Hiranyakasipu. Hiranyaksha is proud personified. Hiranyakasipu is the greed, intense greed to enjoy this world. That's why he captured all the demigods. There also Prabhupada explains one of the verse purport. He could capture, he could create great havoc, he could create great agitation all over the world, all over 14 planet system, except the holy places. He couldn't create that havoc, disturbance in the holy places, Ayodhya, Vrindavan, Mayapur Dham, all the holy places. He couldn't influence these holy places. Purpose making in the purport. So that's why we should reside in the holy places, or you make the temple as your place constantly. You are striving to be there, striving to serve, striving to engage in devotion service. So that way, we will not be influenced by the outside forces. We become antaranga bhaktas by the constant absorption in that way. So that is the instruction. Then immediately our Hiranyakashipu becomes so angry. So who had taught spoiled you? Veda Buddhi, this spoiled intelligence. This must be done by somebody has come. Now, today onwards, don't allow Nardamani, don't allow any Vaishnavas to in our palace where you are teaching in school. Make sure you protect in such a way that you don't allow any Vaishnavas. I think some Vaishnava has come and they are proposing elaborate purport. This is exactly the same thing we Krishna conscious devotees have to face every day. 99% are in this category. So as soon as you wear tilak, as soon as you put the kantimala, you have any of these, then immediately people are agitated. As soon as they see them, sometimes they'll turn away and move away. They will not come in our direction, they'll go in some other direction. Some of this mentality will be there. But we should take the enthusiasm. We have to learn this utsaha, nisya, dhairya, tatat karma pravartana, sangatyago, sadbhir bhaktir prasiddhati. We should have that great determination, enthusiasm, and move on, push on this movement of Lord Krishna, Prahlad Maharaj, Lord Nrsimhadev. Take it up continuously. Don't be morose of this behavior, people's behavior. That will be there. At that time it was there, even now it will be there. In Kali Yuga also it will be there. So go on with that enthusiastically, with great determination. So that is the instruction Prabhupada is giving. Elaborately, he's writing on that point how one should enthusiastically preach. So Prabhupada is also saying that it doesn't matter. If you need to, in some places, you need to wear coat, shirt, pant, tie, whatever you need to wear, fine, no problem. To preach Krishna consciousness, you can do that. Sometimes you may have to cheat also. Prabhupada is writing, quoting Chanakya Pandit, Prabhupada is writing that Chanakya Pandit says that those who are cheaters, sometimes you may have to take the similar mentality. The idea is because you are only cheating not to actually cheat and you gain something. No, you are cheating only to bring that conditioned soul back home, back to. For that purpose, to follow the previous Acharya, Guru and Krishna, for that purpose, their purpose, you are doing it. Then you will get the blessings, you will not be implicated. If you do it for yourself, for getting some puja, pratishtha, for money, whatnot, then you will be implicated. So for that purpose has to be very clear. So then you can do that. So this is the instruction. Prabhupada is writing in these verses. That's why we have to make note of the purports and important points. When you read only one verse or two verses. It must be scrutinizingly reading and remembering, reflecting throughout the day. Whatever you read, you bring it on, bring it back again and again. Reflect it and try to contemplate it. That will stay for longer time, long period of time. When you take bath also, you can chant these verses. So that becomes a great absorption naturally. This is the Krishna conscious way of lifestyle. We have to make it like that. And then as it went on, then now Sandra Namak then asked, oh dear boy, oh what they use, forgetting the Sanskrit word. It's very affectionately because they are using the four kinds of ways, Sama, Dana, Dandopai. So first they very nicely, treating very nicely, affectionately. He asked, oh Prahlad, where did you learn? Oh, my dear child, where did you learn these things? Who has taught you? Did you learn it from some Vaishnava or somebody? Can you tell us? Then Prahlad Maharaj said, yes, I learned because I learned from Lord Vishnu. Lord Vishnu is giving the intelligence. Lord Vishnu is giving the intelligence. Prabhupada also quotes the verse, I think, Bhagavat Gita verse. So, Tesham Satadiktanam Bhajatam Pritikum Dadami Buddhi Yogam Tam Mena Mam Upayam. He is giving the intelligence. I'm able to remember, I'm able to chant, I'm able to always fix it on that only. Even though you may be speaking politics, sociology, dharma, the kama, moksha, but he is rejected and he is always absorbed in that thought. That is being then no, you're not telling us the truth. Then they applied. Then bring a stick. There's a verse, but music like translation is like exactly like that. Bring a stick. You want to treat, he doesn't listen. He's not listening, he's not telling us the truth. Then we should chastise him, we should give him punishment. They did that also. Still it didn't work. Didn't say anything. So went on, they tried all his best. They tried to torture him in different ways. They tried to bring out exactly who has taught him. So still, Prahlad Maharaj didn't say, how did he learn? So then finally, then after that, they said, okay, maybe it's by himself or something happened. Anyways, so they couldn't figure out. Then went on again, teaching him very affectionately. Prahlad Maharaj heard as well, like honestly, he took it in. Rather, he didn't pay any attention. He just sat and he listened to their sociology, politics, how to become a great demon, how to plunder others. Exactly like Hiranyakashipu's behavior. All that they are teaching. That's what Hiranyakashipu wants, to become a great king. His son become a great king and plunder the whole world and enjoy. Hiranyakashipu means this greed, intense greed to be attached. Hiranya means gold, Kashipu means soft bed. Everything that's a so he became greedy to capture everybody. He was not satisfied with anything. Despite he captured 14 planetary systems, that's why he's telling. First instruction is go to forest. Because okay, you become now Hiranyakashipu, you become a great demon, you have captured everybody. Are you happy? You are not happy. You are still agitated, you are still inimical, still creating chaos for everybody else. Before receiving, okay, before you did capture, okay, then it's fine. Now you captured, the whole place is yours only. Then now what is the problem? Why you have to be unhappy? Why you are so agitated and anxiety? So that's why this is not your place. You should go to forest because of for this reason. And Prabhupada is quoting from Bhagavad Gita on Bhagavatam, chapter 2, chapter 1, verse number, I think 4. Nidraya hite naktam vyava yena cha vavaya. Apasatam atvatattam gruheshu gruhamedina. You are a gruhamedi. You are not able to see. You are in the blindness and you are also not seeing the future. You are making others also blind. Apasatam atmatattvam. Atmatattvam means your spirit, soul, your original position. Neither you are seeing the relationship with the Supreme Lord. What time is it? 8:39. Okay. Gruheshu gruhamedina. So day in, day out, daytime, divacardhaya rajan kutamba paranenva. You are trying to maintain your family, you are not seeing, forsaking. Your father left, forefather left, everybody left, passed away. You're not, you think that you live much longer time. So this is all in all, this is a permanent business. I can stay on and enjoy, not realizing what is the end result, what is going to happen. So Nidraya hitayanatmam vivacharya haya rajan kutamba paranenava. Daytime is working, nighttime is enjoying different ways, intoxication or mating. This business. This is the natural phenomena of this material world. So Prakshepaatmika Shakti and Avaranatmika Shakti completely captures the conditioned soul. If he is really determined, enthusiastic, is in the association of devotee, then he won't be captured. Otherwise, we will be bound to be captured by the actual energy. So strong. Insurmountable, Prabhupada calls it. Daivi Esha Gunamayi Mama Maya Dvaratyaya. You have no capacity until you take shelter of the spiritual master and fixer of devotee. You will have no capacity to come out of those grips of the material nature. You have no capacity. You won't be able to do anything attentively. Neither attentive chanting, neither attentive service, neither attentive hearing, nothing. Nothing you can do attentively. Once you take shelter of a guru, representative, very absorbedly, then slowly you can see the transformation. Until that, it is not going to happen. It is not possible. This is Prahlad Maharaj's statement only. The later on verse, later on chapter, 7th chapter. Yeah, I think 7th or 8th. There also, Hiranyakashipu only is talking to his father only is addressing on that point. So neither by yourself nor by others endeavor also. You can't become Krishna. You can't progress in Krishna. Then how will you progress? Then is going. Naishamatistav durukramam kim anardha apagamo edabda mahiyasa padarajavabhishekam nishkinchananam navranitaya. Unless you are taking the dust of the lotus feet of this pure, just like Narada Muni has done, just like Yudhishthira Maharaj has done, Pandavas has done. Throughout Srimad, these examples are just like in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Leela. In three ways one can become. Bhakta, Bhukta, Avasesha, Bhakta, Padaduli, Bhakta, Padachal. Taking the Maha water, wash the lotus feet. Vyas Puja day, they wash the lotus feet, or when the spiritual master comes to our home, we wash the feet if they agree. If they say that we can't, some of the disciples Prabhupada, they don't allow, so which is fine. You have to accept what they say yes, then only you should do, not force somebody, so which is also offensive. So that you taking the water remnant which is washed, taking the dust, and you massage, and you put the shoe or slippers in their feet, you get some dust, and then the remnants. So in these three ways, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu describing Kalidas pastime in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, I think in Antelila somewhere. Mm. He has given Kalidas, he was impressed with Kalidas because he was going to every devotee, he was serving a Vaishnava, he was taking their blessings so humbly. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has sent my prasad. Generally, otherwise, he never allowed anybody to drink water. Before he entering into Narsinghdev temple in Jagannath Puri, in one gate, south gate, I think, at the below there used to be a ditch. There, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to wash his feet. There, Kalidas used to go and drink water. One time, two times, three times. Stop it, Kalidas. But he allowed because he has seen his behavior. Kalidas was very affectionate to the Vaishnavas and serving. So that's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given his full blessings also. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to go to Narsinghdev temple there. That's why Prabhupada has introduced this system. He hasn't created this system. He has just given Chaitanya Mahaprabhu chanted the Narsinghdev Pranam prayers. Is there in Chaitanya Chaitanya? Prabhupada just followed what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given. Those verses has been given to us. So that is the process. Always you follow exactly what previous acharyas has given, what Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given. Going back to first verse we said next time. Now the second time this is happening after Sandana Namaka tried their best to teach this child Prahlad Maharaj and then brought him again Hiranyakashipu. This time mother washed him nicely, put nice garment, nice jewelry and everything. These our devotees can do, no problem. At least on a festival day, they can dress nicely. Lord wants to see, just like Yudhishthira Maharaj, Bhishma Deva is passing away. All the Pandavas have been told that you should dress nicely because Bhishma Pitama wants to see that you are going to become the kings, how you look. You will become so happy. Finally, that has happened. So before he dies, he wants to see before he passes away. So same way. So here also, Prahlad Maharaj has been dressed with the affectionate mother in that way. So devotees also, Lord also wants to see devotees dressed nicely and to serve the Lord in that way, in that mood. So now we should not look at this devotee, where did you buy, what did, and so all these discussions should not go on. And so that's not the business in the temple. Temple means you should serve, you should hear, you should engage in something other to give pleasure to Guru and that business should go on. Other discussion to be minimal for a few minutes. No, it cannot go on. Then Devalayam is no more Devalayam. If you do that, it's not Devalayam means the place to become liberated. That means we have to engage in the activity which is aligned with that business. If you do something else, it's no more Devalayam. You are bringing your own agenda from your home, from your previous life, this life, there also. But that we have to change. That kind of activity, thought process, consciousness has to be changed. So then you can see everything. You will always become happy. You will never be agitated. Doesn't matter what situation, where you are, you will never become agitated. If you bring that consciousness, that way of thought process, that will enlighten us fully. So Hiranyakasipu, now Prahlad Maharaj is very nicely dressed, nice garment, nice clothing. Then Hiranyakasipu was so happy to see him. He's going to become next king. That is what his thought is. He's going to become next king, another demon. So he's going to, we are not rule. Family is one. That was his thought process, not as a devotee. And then he put again in the lab, Ankam Aropya. The verse starts with. And then Prahlad Maharaj, again he asked the same question. What did you learn, my boy, my dear boy? What did you learn from Sandar Namarka? He thought he will speak about maybe something about politics and simple things on simple question on. But Prahlad Maharaj, this time he talked about much more. Earlier only initial, first dose, no? So first dose he gave a easy dose. Now he is giving the strong dose. So pure devotee can give strong dose also. Even the first time, many times, Prabhupada, first time we were met, many times he has given the strong dose. Pure devotee can sink into the heart directly, even if it is strong dose. Then Prahlad was Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu, Smaranam Pada Sevanam, Archanam Vandanam Dasyam Sakyam Atmaniveda. Iti Pumsarpita Vishnu, Bhagavat Chetnavalam, create a Bhagavati Adda. That is the important word. Bhagavati Adda. Tan Manye is Uttamam. This verse everybody must know. Everybody must remember this verse. After that verse of Paribhasutra verse, Ete Chamsakalapam Krishnastu Bhagavan. After that verse, verse, what is the second verse goes with it? This verse. 7, 5, 23, 24. Everybody must know this purport. Repeatedly, we have to read and remember the instruction from this verse. Elaborate purport Prabhupada is giving. Very, very important. So 9 limbs of devotional service. Of course, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given instruction to Sanatana Goswami. Navaveda Bhakti. Out of all 64 limbs, Rupa Goswami is talking chapter 6 of Nectar Devotion. 9 are very prominent. Sravana to Padas Atma Vedam. Out of that, then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu further instructs that Harinam Sankirtan. Tara Madhya Sarvasesha Nirantar Namaloilo Krishna Premadan. Out of these 9 limbs, the chanting of the holy name is a sadhana and sadhya, goal and the process. So because in spiritual world also, you'll always be chanting Lord's names. So that's why the sadhana and sadhya also. So that's why in this Bhagavat, but it must be done. There is 81 ways of devotion. So these 9 processes, you can do 9 different ways. Because 3 modes: ignorance, passion, goodness. Devotion service is also done in ignorance. That's why many times we do offenses because we are not conscious. We are not in mode of goodness. Of course, what we will do in that mode. So that's why, but it's okay in the beginning. But we have to learn, constantly improve. So that is our business. So the 3 modes into 3 into 3, 9, and the 9 limbs, 9 into 9, 81 ways. In one of the verse, Prabhupada is talking about this. So that's why there is a very Bhagavati Adda. If you want to come to the goodness, in mode of goodness, devotion service, then you have to pay attention to this line. Bhagavati Adda. First you submit. Before you hear, before you chant, before you do any limb of devotion service, first process is to submit to Guru and Krishna. Offer your prayers, take their blessing, then you start chanting, then you start hearing, then you start service, then you start worshipping the deity. Anything about you, cleaning, garland, anything you talk about devotion service, first thing is Bhagavati, otherwise indirect. That means if I will open business, if I get money, then I will offer to the Lord. Let me first chant, then if I become happy, then I will thank my Lord. So first we want to become happy. How can I kick out another? How can I go back home, back to God? So I have another agenda here. So, but the real agenda is to give pleasure to Guru and Krishna. That is the first agenda. That means first you submit to them. Then naturally other things, whatever we may have thinking, that will happen. Naturally we will become happy. Whatever we need, Lord and Guru knows. He will give us. So that's why this Bhagavati Adda business is very important. Create the Bhagavati Adda directly first. Prabhupada explains in the purport, quoting the line Guru Sri Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur Goswami Prabhupada. What is the time? 8:50, 10 minutes. So we have. So in this verse, many instructions are there. Grihasthas also. Grihastha, Prabhupada is talking about in Archana step. Sravanam is talking about this is the first sufficient hearing is there. This one step is good enough to go back home, back to God. Just like Parikshit Maharaj, he heard from Sakadeva Goswami, finished, done. He perfected it. Like Narmani also, 4 months he heard from Bhaktivedanta, that's all he did. So he served with great attention, he heard, that's it. He is able to come to perfection. It is possible for everybody. So we just need to pay attention, that's all. Then he goes to the Kirtan, then he quotes Jiva Goswami, Kirtanatya Samyoge. Whether you are dancing, that's why we chant. Before Jayarada Madhava is there, or we chant the pranam mantras, always some prayer is there. Submission directly, as we just discussed, and also part of the Kirtan. Always it should be preceded by, followed by, before and after, always. The chanting is always there. While worshipping, while doing service, the chanting should go on, or class should go on. So that is the business. Sravanam, Kirtanam, and then Prabhupada talks about 10 offenses to be avoided. Chanting is holy name. I had mentioned many times before in the class. These 10 offenses, everybody, whoever is chanting even one round, we should try to practice that. We read or we put in the brain, immediately we'll think that these are the 10 offenses. So I should be careful before I pick up the beats. So we should be reflecting on that. Then only we should start chanting, even if it is one round also. We should make that a habit. That's why it's a must and mandatory class before you start the initiation process, the fire sacrifice. This is to be done. This is Prabhupada's instruction. This is to be done. 10 offenses has to be taught, has to be told in the class. Then only you give the initiation. Because the initiated disciple must know these 10 offenses. If some of us don't know, then we should put that today. We should make a printout or in the cell phone, mark that, and every day before chanting, we should read that. We should make a practice because what Prabhupada says, that's what we have to follow. So this is what is emphasizing here. 10, he's quoting 10 offenses in this purport also. Then he goes further, Smaranam. If Shravanam and Kirtanam is there, then you can remember, no problem. If you are on the association, that helps to remember much more. And then further it goes Padasevanam, quoting Lakshmi Devi and how to massage and how to worship, serving the Guru, serving Guru's instruction. That is also Tadiya, serving Tulsi Marani. All these are Padasevanam, still Padasevanam. Then he goes to Archana. There Prabhupada is elaborating very much about the worshipping the deity for Grihasthas especially, directly or indirectly, at home or at temple, directly or indirectly. If you are Pujari, you can do it. So there also Prabhupada elaborating. Both has to happen. Hearing should happen, Bhagavat Vidya and also Pancharatri Vidya. You should be extremely clean. One of the purport yesterday I was reading, Chetan Chirtamrit, Prabhupada writing. Devotees should, ideal devotees should take bath 3 times. Prabhupada is saying. Not only sannyas, even others also. Prabhupada is writing in that purport. Minimum 2 times, then he stresses. Okay, 3 times may be difficult, but at least minimum 2 times external cleansing is very much important because most of us work or business. If we are doing that, then for sure we should ideally take bath because this consciousness affects. So the external cleansing helps to be peaceful inside. We clear that layers of unwanted dirtiness we accumulate when we go out around 99% of this materialistic civilization, modern civilization. So it influences us. To remove that influence, otherwise you can see that. Are we chanting perfectly? Like in the morning we are chanting, in the evening when we come back we chant to pick up the beats and chant. Are we able to chant like in Brahma Muhurta? No, most of the times no. Why? Because the influence is there, time influence is there, and you are influenced by the thoughts and activities what we have done in the day. So that's why it is important. Prabhupada is saying that we should take bath. Cleanliness is very important. So that Archanam. For Archana, for sure, if you are worshipping deity at temple, we should make this practice. Cleanliness must be there. It begins at home, means with us first. We should also cleanse. Then we cleanse the deity and murti and everything else, cleanse the place and everything. This must be there. That's why it is there. Before and after is there always. Before Gayatri, you do the Achman. Before you touch the deity, you are doing the Achman, you worship the Guru. This is the process, always. Upachar, there is the same process. So, making the place where the Lord is standing, we keep it clean, wipe it, nothing should be there. All these things are there because this is there. If that cleansing business, external cleansing is not observed properly, that consciousness is not there, then we'll do the same mistake there also. So that's why these principles are given by Prabhupada, knowing our consciousness, knowing what behavior we may come up with. So to remove that behavior, Prabhupada is clearly writing in the purports, very important instruction. So the Archana, worshipping the deity is very important. So to attend the Arati, to attend all these things, temple worship, taking darshan, all these are important process for this Archana. So that the hearing will help because we have attachment. That is the problem. Why we should worship the deity? Why we should anybody? You don't need initiation. There, but Prabhupada written because we have so much attachment in this world. That's why we should get initiated. We should take shelter of spiritual matter. Then that will help to purify our consciousness and remove this attachment to away from Krishna. That's why the initiation. Divyat Kshapayati iti gnanam. Diksha means Divyat Jnanam. It will come to the transcendental knowledge, transcend the modes. Transcend is materialistic conception and consciousness in the heart. That from Bonafide Acharya Sampradaya. What is the time? 8:56, 4 minutes. And this is a famous word. One should know, one should remember this purport. Maybe I should stop here. Let's see if we have questions. Otherwise, we can go on. And I have another class at 8 o'clock. It is Bhakti Shastra exam, so I have to be in time. So let us take darshan, quick darshan, and then we'll start. Okay. Let us take any questions. Anyone has any questions, comments, corrections? Go ahead quickly. Only 3 minutes. Any corrections? Any reflections?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, thank you so much for the class as usual. So much information always. Like Amritananda Prabhuji always says, Krishna Namananda Prabhuji says, like information is for transformation. So it's really nice, Prabhuji. Thank you for your association and what you are doing for everyone. It's really amazing. Thank you so much. Very good.
All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Varga. All glories to our devotees. Anyone else? Or I will conclude with one circle for the Rubbis and quick announcement. Okay, let us offer our obeisances to all the Vaishnava devotees. Ananta Koti Vaishnava. One circle for the Rubbis. Quick announcement. May 7th is Ekadasi. May 19th is Ekadasi. It's actually Dwadasi, but day before Ekadasi is not suitable, 18th, so that's why it's the 19th. I will post the correct posting in the groups. Earlier I posted, I think 18th is Ekadasi, but actually 19th is the suitable day fast. So 7th and is important day Ekadasi, and then Varudana Ekadasi, I think. May 10th is Akshaya Tritiya, very important day to start any spiritual things or Graha Pravesh or whatever programs they have. If you need any help with any of these programs, you need the Pujari priest to please contact us. So one of us can help. Then May 22nd, of course, Wednesday is Narsingha Chaturdasi. We'll have Narsingha Yajna. So please plan and invite many friends and colleagues. Everybody should participate in this yajna, very, very important. It has been stressed as we chanted that verse 5:18:8 was Prabhupada stressing that if you want to remove the anarthas, you should try take shelter of Narsingha. We have these nails to kick out, remove those anarthas from our heart, from our mind, intelligence. So that's why we should attend the yajna all 4 hours, 3 hours, whatever time. You can sit on chair, you can stand, whatever way, but we should attentively attend this yajna. If time permits, we might do Tulasi Archana or something, but we'll see what our leaders decide. So that is the process. Those are the quick announcements. Please join for Sunday Feast program today evening. Any other announcement? I think book distribution we have in, I think, North Brunswick, Patel, Paramananda Chetan Prabhu and Sandeep Prabhu will be there. Please, if you are available, please join them, assist them. Okay, those are the quick announcements. Any other thing? Okay, thank you very much. We are on time. Vandra Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Bhakta Shamsura ki jai.
Jai. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Hare
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Bol.